Warriors, welcome to the very first edition of The Wrap-up. Now, we love any chance we get to connect with you all, and what better way to officially close out this remarkable year than with our tribe.
Also, a very happy new year to Asia and Oceania and all the viewers at home that have already rung in the new year of 2026. I'm Audiofreq.
I'm Stephanie Magic.
And I'm Elife. And for the next 2 hours, we'll reminisce on the past year and Defqon.1 2025. We got some key players in the house with us tonight, from collaborators of the Endshow to the orchestrators of chaos behind the Power Hour. Not to mention some Defqon.1 legends and the next-gen rising stars of Hardstyle.
After tonight's show, we'll roll straight into the Hardstyle Top 100, hosted by my man Elife, but we're too excited for that one, so we're also dropping some highlights about that as well.
So, before our guests drop by, can we just mention, what a special year it's been for us as well. I mean, we got to celebrate on the holy grounds, host all these epic shows, and connect with all you guys at home. And not only that, but I think we've had some pretty huge years ourselves, both professionally and personally, I guess.
E, what would you say is your standout for the year?
When you ask me that question, I'll go straight back to Defqon.
Word.
The celebration of 25 years of Hardstyle, Q-Dance. Awesome to be on stage with all the legends. It was crazy.
Something special for sure.
Definite highlight, yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you, Sam?
Ooh, I think we're going to touch on this a little bit later on in the show, but I've got to say, returning to Defqon, the holy grounds as Bioweapon, I thought was really, really cool. That was really special because the last time that we'd performed at Defqon was 15 years ago. What would you say is your highlight?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know what? People have asked me, and actually I feel like this year has been my best year to date. I got engaged and married in the same year. What the hell? So that was wild. And not only that, but I think to go to Defqon, performing with you in the Warrior Workout.
Oh, yeah.
And our track in the Warrior Workout, getting to perform that for me was like, oh my God.
Forgot of that.
I know.
There's just been so much going on, right?
Yeah, and then Q-Dance sends us this, this package, a record of hey, here is a record with your name on it. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool. So that's one of my highlights for this year, for sure.
Definitely. With that said, do you have any hopes and expectations you want to share with the people at home for 2026? How do we top 2025?
It's going to be a hard one, man. I think.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because we had, I think, 2 crazy editions in 24 and 25. So 26 is going to be like a challenge.
I think Defqon's up to the challenge.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we left the holy grounds last time, they're already tinkering, they're already talking, they already got things in the works, So I think they're gonna bring a lot to it. The question is, what are we gonna bring to it? We're gonna bring something big next year.
I'm bringing something, but I can't say what.
Do you know? Because I'm always left out of this.
No.
All right.
You'll divulge a little bit later on. I'm sure. But I believe we also have some fan questions.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. We have one from Noel. If you had to play a single track at midnight that officially kicks off the new year, what would it be? And what happens if we can't agree between us? How do we pick a track to celebrate in the new year? What would be the one for you guys?
For me, it's always going to be Daft Punk, One More Time. I think because they played it in the Australian New Year's Eve fireworks on the Harbour Bridge, and just seeing all that kind of happen, that song for me is always like a New Year song. Personally. Tonight's
gonna be a good night song. Tonight's gonna be
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, that's a good one too.
That's the song that comes to mind.
Sam's gonna say heavy metal, so
true.
Let's agree to disagree on that one.
Gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. Karen comes in with a question: what is your favorite edition of Defqon.1? Ooh, that's a tricky one. Because here's the thing. Each one tends to exceed the expectations of the prior edition, right? True. It just keeps on getting bigger and better.
True.
And even though we say it every time I'm at the grounds, I keep on wondering, how is it going to be better? On the Thursday, how is it going to be bigger? And then on the Sunday, I'm like, they managed to do the magic all over again and pull that proverbial rabbit out of the hat and blow us away again. So
that's what I had with the 2024 edition. It was like it was the best one ever.
Yeah.
And then it came Defqon.1 2025. And then I was like, I don't know if 24 was the best one ever.
Yeah.
So.
But I have to say that 2024 and 2025 were for me, the most spectacular years.
Yeah.
There was so much going on. Also, so many new things, which I felt that Defqon hadn't done before. So everything felt, really fun, really exciting.
That said, though, there's a special place in my heart for 2024, solely for the fact of seeing the Prophet say goodbye.
So we've got another question from Nicholas at home. He wants to know, would you like to create a new song together for the final show or the UV OST?
Why for the UV? Why can't we do one for the black?
Hey, I'm down to do something for the black.
You know.
Absolutely.
Okay, but I can't be doing my yay, and vocals on the top. It's got to be a little bit more aggressive for this one.
There's an aggressive side to your Steph that I think the world hasn't seen yet, so we could get that out there.
Keep that one under wraps, otherwise I would be on a grippy socks vacation. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Now, one more. We've got Ivan. Would you sign our Defqon car? They got a Defqon car?
That's cool.
I want to see a photo of that. I've got a photo of that. Let's check it out.
With that said, let's keep on moving. Let's invite our first guest for tonight. Who do we have, Steph?
We've got somebody super special. Now, let's jump in with our first guest tonight, a man who has achieved so much in such a short time, and he keeps raising the bar. You know who it is. Last year's Defqon.1 anthem creator, Vertile. Mr. Vertile, welcome. You are our very first guest of the show. How you been?
I'm very good. What about you?
Yeah, doing good. We're doing good.
Are we?
Well, I don't know. I'm doing good. Are you doing good?
Yeah, kind of.
How do you feel, Elvis?
Good, man. The New Year's Eve. It's great.
Right?
Heading into the new year.
Crazy.
It's going to be a fun one. Now, we are sort of recapping. We're talking about Defqon. We're talking about like how special the year was. Now, you had a massive Defqon this year.
Exactly.
You were the man of the hour. You did the anthem. You played 3 times. You're officially a Defqon.1 legend. Crazy. Yeah, congratulations, dude. That's wild. So now, the first moment that you were playing on Defqon was the gathering at the Blue. That is a monumental task for anybody to open up with that kind of energy. Talk us through that. What was the feeling going into that?
So, yeah. When you enter the venue, there's nobody there, obviously.
Yeah.
You're like, what's gonna happen, you know? This is my first time ever, obviously, at the gathering, playing there.
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous that I wasn't really able to talk with people. I was like circling around and
just kind of like in your own headspace,
yes,
just like.
And my mom was like trying to talk to me. I'm like, Mom, no, but she didn't understand anyway. Doesn't matter. But yeah, then yeah, the gates opened up. You could hear like, you know, noisy people.
I nearly got
in.
trampled in that, by the way. People were running to be in the first front row of the barrier.
Where were you though?
I was at the gates.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was at the gates, and then everybody kind of ran in, and it's tradition. Us 3, we go right at the back in the crowd, and we watch the opening of the gathering.
Yeah.
And we were there, and I happened to find like Aussie friends, and we were crying. Everyone's hugging. It was just like, it was a moment, dude.
Right.
But you were nervous, huh?
I was very nervous.
Yeah.
Like I said, like there wasn't anyone there for like 30 minutes before, and was like, wow, what's gonna happen, you know?
Is anybody gonna show up?
Yes, exactly. Like this little
There's a gathering of Defqon.1.
This little humble child in me is always like, is anyone coming to me?
Did you grasp the moment? Did you realize how special it was to open it?
I realized it after I played.
Okay.
Right?
Hindsight is a beautiful thing, huh?
Right? In the moment, I think I said this already a few times in interviews, but I almost shed a tear at that very second the anthem started playing. I was like, wow, you know, this is like instant magic.
That's it.
It was
hear
crazy,
your creation. Also, people singing it back to you.
Yes.
Wild.
After such a long struggle, like, the camp's divided, you know?
There's always camps divided, bro.
Exactly.
Anytime there's an anthem, everybody wants to have their opinion because they're passionate about it.
Yes,
you
but
know?
that's why it was so nerve-wracking, because you're like, oh, are people gonna like it in person?
Yeah.
Obviously, well, that happened, and then
and the crowd at the gathering is special.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
You know,
something else. Maybe we should jump in and roll a video and see what the vibe was like over there for the gathering at the Blue.
Sure thing.
Defqon!
went on like too early, but because I didn't hear my name yet, but the kick was playing. I was like, oh, well, this. I think I should go up now, you know? Because I don't think the boot monitors weren't working because it's
Okay, because it was probably maybe playing from the front of house or something like that.
I think it was the nerves.
Yeah, maybe. Is it my time to shine? Yeah, let me stand up right now.
So that, I was like, oh, there's a kick playing, so I should...
I better get up there.
Or whatever, and then I learned later, I heard Vertile. I was like, oh, well.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I think...
the lights were also not turned on at all.
Oh. So you stood up in the dark?
Yes. but I later realized, I was like, oh.
Whoops.
But you don't realize that when you're in that moment. You're like, you know?
No, I feel like everything's kind of a blur. Now,
yes, exactly.
Now, 2 days later, you did that massive set on the Red.
Yes.
That was also insanity, man.
Yes.
Like, you go from the gathering and then the Red in that sea of people.
It was very stressful.
Also stressful.
Yeah, of course.
Well, actually, one thing that I want to know, you know, from an artist perspective is like, how do you make sure that you're not playing the same set twice, but that you are also playing your new tracks and the tracks that you want to play out for everybody to hear?
So the gathering set was basically just, you know, we also made sure in the first place that we didn't overlap that much with each other.
Yeah.
We did a little bit of a selection, but the Saturday set was also it had different versions of tracks also.
Right.
So it kind of, you know,
it keeps it a bit fresh there.
Yes, like a little bit of I think we shifted pitches with some tracks because I had to perform them, you know. So
you were singing live, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you have released an album this year.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
That is a big feat. That is a lot of work.
Yes.
And you would have played a lot of those tracks throughout the whole Defqon 1 weekend. Do you have any that you felt like really stood out? Like as soon as they started playing, you really saw like the crowd response and the reaction from your fans?
For it being Defqon, the Defqon anthem is also on the album.
Yeah.
I think obviously that one was the most outstanding for that performance.
Yeah.
I think, since people already knew it, like Fireflies is also on there, you know, released a bit before that.
Yeah.
I think those tracks really, I don't think I've heard those tracks being sang that loud, actually.
Ever.
Except for with the gathering.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Cool. That would have been a cool feeling.
And this was a very cool feeling, actually. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, Sunday brought the Defqon 1 Legends, the massive special, and you are now officially a Defqon 1 legend.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you expect that to come so soon?
No, to be fair, I wasn't really, I had a feeling I didn't really deserve it, to be fair, when I was having the moment, when I was in the moment. Because I was alongside like Randy, you know, Wild Styles, all those bigger, you know, not bigger.
Well, the artists I think that they've been around for a long time.
Stop laughing. Like those legacy artists, which I don't think I am. To be fair, you know, I'm still very new to this game in like perspective of those guys.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, of course, it's insane that you can label yourself a legend, Defqon legend.
Yeah.
No, but you had a great run. Like, if you look at the last couple of years, your rise to eventually the Red and opening up the Defqon at the Gathering.
Of course, yeah. So then it makes sense, kind of. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it does, and it was fast.
But then what is a legend, actually, right?
Is a legend defined by a period,
Exactly.
or a time, or whatever?
That's what I'm
or
thinking.
I think a legend is just defined by
impact?
impact. Yeah. And I feel like you've made
you're right.
such a huge impact in such a short span of time. Not a lot of people have done that.
No,
so I think
that might be
that's
true,
something
yeah.
to be really proud of.
Yeah, I am very proud of that. But it wasn't, like I said, it was a little bit of a double feeling. But
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah,
So how was the legends for you, Office?
it was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Nah, it was
Finally.
great. Nah, but you know that the whole legends thing, when you realize you're standing on shoulders of giants, you know, and actually you're on stage with those giants,
Yeah.
that's a great feeling, man.
Yeah, right?
And just to be part of that is like insane.
Yeah, it is.
Now, with that said, last year we had a very, very special debut on the Red as well. The winner of our talent show, The Red Race, also took to the stage. So from household name to anthem maker, let's keep the Red vibe going and let's invite our rising star, the winner of season 1 of The Red Race for 2025, Decharged. Decharged, thank you so much for joining us right here on the wrap-up for Defqon.1 2025. It's been half a year since you won the Red Race competition.
Sure has.
Tell us how you feel looking back. How's life changed for you?
Oh man, it's been crazy, you know. Since after Defqon, you know, I've been getting so many nice messages from people. A lot of gigs been stacking up for next year,
Awesome.
and it's just been an absolute blast.
If we rewind 12 months to before the competition, did you think that life would be like it is now?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. It's been hella swell.
Hella swell.
Swell. I haven't heard that used in a long
said
time.
hell as well.
Hell as well.
That's swell.
I don't know. I heard hella. I heard hella swell, and I was like, "Yeah, right on, dude.
You're bang on.
Let's go."
I love to hear it. So with that said, have you had a chance to look back at the episodes and sort of reevaluate since you took the red stage?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it. Yeah, I mean,
enough.
I watched the episodes when they came out, but I haven't looked back to it.
Fair enough.
It's kind of weird watching yourself
I get that.
on the screen, you know?
Yeah, totally. Sometimes when I watch these things that we record, it's a little bit like, okay.
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
different sort of headspace as well. So I get it. I totally get it.
It's kind of hard to watch yourself, but
Yeah.
when you look at the whole process, what have you learned about yourself?
I just learned to come out my shell a little bit, be kind of be myself and not so try-hardy, I guess. You know, kind of like playing a character almost.
Oh, really?
I was kind of doing that before, wasn't really being myself, but
Why was that?
you know what? I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot, and just the whole Red Race thing just made me more comfortable with myself, you know?
Nice.
But I can't pinpoint exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the cameras. Not sure.
You know what? I think sometimes you need that little catalyst that helps you step into your authentic self.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And it's
definitely.
like you see people around you that are just being themselves, being successful and being themselves.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, I can do that. I'm
Yeah.
quirky, I'm funny, I've got this, I've got that. I'm, you know,
Do
a
you
little bit
recognize that?
spicy with the tism over here. And,
Like
you know, it
being yourself in
works.
front of the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it hard to be authentic?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Like if you're, in front of a camera, you can be a little of a character because you feel the need to
Yeah.
be someone, you know, somebody different, somebody like a bit more pumped up, you know?
Yeah, you want to cater to the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. You want to entertain a bit.
Yeah.
And I recognize that, yeah.
With that said, season 2 of the Red Race is on its way. What advice would you give to the competitors that are going to be in the next season?
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
There you go.
I love to see
Good
it.
takeaway lesson.
Can you spill some tea on maybe some behind-the-scenes shenanigans that happened in the whole experience that you had throughout shooting the Red Race, or maybe some stuff maybe afterwards when you were collaborating with maybe your fellow contestants? Surely there's got to be something that happened, or there's
Something spicy.
Exactly.
Someone give us the inside goss.
I mean, I don't really have anything that's kind of spicy, but you know, me and Serso knew we were going to be in the competition together, so we were hanging out a lot, and we were in the hotel room. We were cooking up some fat music.
Okay.
And we actually finished up that track that we started during the Red Race, and
Nice.
now it's out, and I think that's pretty much it. I wish I had some more spice, but I don't.
It seemed pretty G, which is good. You know, sometimes the less drama, the better.
Yeah.
Sometimes the less drama,
But
the better.
you never know. You never know. I'm not, I'm not biased or anything like that. But like sometimes you put a bunch of guys together and they can be bitchy and gossip more than the girls can. I've seen it firsthand.
You reckon?
Yeah, sometimes. And especially like in a competition.
Okay, fair.
So I'm surprised that it was like pretty mellow, but you know, I think you guys are all like great. You were all great contestants, and
I've seen your name around though for like a few years before the Red Race, right? So how long have you been like releasing tracks as a Decharge?
Well, I started Decharged back in 2014 with my
14.
with
That's
my old
crazy.
friend,
Yeah.
and then we split up, and then I went solo, and then I think I signed with Scantrax Silver 2015.
Yeah, right.
So I've
That's
been-
where I recognize the name from.
Yeah,
Like Scantrax, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've been releasing for
Yeah, a couple of.
couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a journey for you, right?
Oh yeah,
Hell of a journey.
hell of a journey. Yeah.
With that said, though, the finale, of course, of the Red Race was to have a spot on the red stage at Defqon 2025. So we've got a little video here, so let's check out how that went down.
this is so great, by the way.
What a handsome boy.
This was fucking awesome. I love everyone here. Make some noise for yourself, get for us, please.
Oh man.
How was that day for you, bro?
Dude, I think that must have been the best day of my life.
I can imagine.
It looked like it. Do you know what? I was in the backstage, and you know we have like all the big screens set up, and I was just watching it to get like the whole perspective. You looked so comfortable.
Yeah.
You looked like you had done this a million times before, but I can imagine that would have been pretty nerve-wracking to be in front of that many people. First time on the red, like. Hats off, man, because you looked like you belong there easy.
He looked more like he was walking in like a.
Yeah, he's like, I got this, I got this.
Yeah, but
This is the day.
Yeah. No, but if there's one thing I would have changed with my performance was to choose another shirt, because I look like a dweeb, man. That shirt was hideous.
Was it your own choosing, or was it like, hey, you should wear this one, this looks good?
Actually, it was my friend that linked the shirt to me. He was like, oh, this lightning bolts, you should get that. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get it.
And that guy's still your friend?
Yeah. We're still boys. We're still boys.
Do you know what? Sometimes a fashion faux pas, like it happens. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, bro. You still smashed it out there. It
Yeah.
looked incredible. So
I was so much fun. Like the whole day, you know, I was doing some shooting for like the final Red Race episode.
yeah.
And just the whole experiencing, walking to the campsite, and you know, people saying what's up and stuff. It was so fun. Like, I had the time of my life.
So what's next?
Next is just keep making the music that I love to make, and hopefully play a lot of shows.
And Vertile, what about you? What's on the cards for 2026?
Well, same.
Same.
Make as much music till I die.
Yeah.
No, and yeah, obviously we have a lot of the live concept.
Yeah.
What we're doing, we're gonna do it more often. First time is gonna be in the 7th of February. Thank you guys so much for in FNA.
Yeah.
In FNA, thank you guys so much for buying your ticket. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, so that's gonna be a thing that I'm really excited about. Also very nervous because it's gonna be the first thing I've ever done. A full evening for just myself. Everybody's just looking at me like, I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah.
You better make it worth my money.
Perform.
You
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah.
He's got a nice shirt for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could wear the one from the red.
I'll give it to you for free.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Easy.
That's,
Well,
yeah.
I'm excited to see what both of you have in store. And once again, D-Charge, congratulations on winning season 1 of the Red Race for 2025.
Yeah.
Thanks
you.
for joining us right here on the Wrap-Up.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Right?
The Endshow is a staple in the Defqon 1 weekend, and this year's Endshow was no exception. Just when you thought it couldn't get greater, bolder, more massive, or better, it just does. Rising beyond expectations and redefining what's possible time and time again. And to have a track featured in the Defqon 1 Endshow, it can be a game changer for a DJ's career as a whole. Setting off this year's Endshow was Hurt, a track by Galactics and Ecstatic. So we pulled Ecstatic in for a little chat. Welcome.
Thanks, thank you.
Tell me, when you two got into the studio for Hurt, did you create it with the intention to have it in the Endshow?
Well, we started off, I think a year ago at ADE event, and me and Galactic spoke about doing a collab, and he already had a vocal which he received. And when I heard that vocal, I immediately felt that this could be something for the Endshow. So we were, I made like an early draft of the break and the melody. And then we already pitched that quite early to Q-Dance and to see if that would fit the vibe of like an Endshow. And very early on, we already noticed that we were already in a running with this track. So I think, we felt that this could be something for the Endshow.
So it was the vocal that made you think like, hey.
Yeah, it's the vocal, just, it nailed it so perfectly, and it was so easy to figure out the instrumental around it. So it just went so easy with this project.
So what was it about a vocal that made you be like, hey, we have it?
Yeah, it's a duet, so it's a female and a male. So that was already pretty special. And it was insanely cinematic. And yeah.
Can you explain the story about the track? Because it feels like a story, right?
Like from the lyrics?
Yeah.
I'm actually not really a good lyric guy. I never noticed the lyrics. I just noticed.
Music producer, not a lyric guy. I don't know.
I noticed the melody of the vocal, but not. I'm not listening to the words. So
Yeah, I have the same thing.
You had the same thing too.
Okay, wait. Okay,
But you
because
do your own.
Yeah, I know.
this is a discussion I have because I think females really lean in and listen to the actual words of vocals, and males, I've heard quite a lot, they're not really listening to the words.
That's sexist.
No, I know.
No.
I know.
No, I'm a lyrical
You're
guy.
a lyricist, okay,
So-
of course. So
Yeah, I'm showing my feminine side. I guess.
no, but like I hear that quite a lot from my female friends that are, they're really listening to the lyrics. I'm the same.
I always listen to the lyrics.
But that track is beautiful. And we actually, the night before Defqon kicked off, we had the artist dinner. We got to watch, we got to watch everything.
Yeah.
I was sobbing.
I remember.
I don't know. I don't know why. And it was that track that just hit me. And I'm looking at everybody else like, okay, I'm always crying, so that's nothing new. But like, there's something about it was just so special. To hear it that first time was beautiful. So I can't imagine like how it was experiencing that in the actual Endshow. Where were you? What were you doing?
Well, the actual experience that you talked about, that we could visit the cinema and watch the Endshow, actually was like a technical first time that they could pull that off with the audio and the visuals and the whole Endshow. So that was super special to already get a glimpse of how it would look like. So that was super, super nice and a bit emotional for me. But the most emotional part was, of course, in the Endshow itself when watching that. So that's when it really hit me, you know. So yeah, it's an amazing.
Were you in the crowd at that moment?
Yeah, I was.
It was at the black stage.
Front and center.
The Endshow has evolved throughout the years from a party moment, basically, to an all-out show spectacle. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I've been watching the Endshows for quite some time. I think my favorite Endshow is 2016 with Dragon Blood. I think that one really stuck out to me with Cyber in it and Audiofreq with Inception and of course Dragon Blood. From Wild Styles with the harp, with that encore. Yeah. So I think that for me set like the bar of like, okay, it would be insane to have a track in the Endshow, and
Is that something you work towards?
Yeah, I think
throughout the years.
Yeah, I think like in my career, I've always tried to achieve having a track in the Endshow, but I know the selection is really tough. It's really hard to get in there. So you need to be on top of your game. But yeah, I think this year we just nailed it, and maybe the time was right. So
it was your time.
It was my time.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking at the new year, 2026. Actually, looking back a little, Euphoric Hardstyle has made quite a resurrection in the last, 2 years?
2, 3 years? We spoke about this some time ago.
But I feel like more so in the last year, there's been a lot more traction in this last year.
What do you see happening for it in the new year in 2026?
Well, I hope it evolves. I noticed like in 2024 with Melodic Madness, like an event from J-Reef, and also with us with Progressive Hardstyle, we felt that Euphoric was having a comeback, and I still feel Euphoric is still a niche within the hardstyle scene. Like Raw is bigger than Euphoric, but I noticed that a lot of people are craving just for euphoricness, melodies. And of course, you have the UV stage at Defqon, and I hope it always will stay euphoric. Not on Sunday, then it's hardcore, of course. But I hope it grows.
How do you feel about it?
About the euphoric movement, I mean. I've kind of, I jumped into hardstyle when euphoric was really big, like with atmospheres and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was always a niche, but I think back then it was actually. It was the biggest, right?
Yes, of course.
And Raw was a niche. Now it turned around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly hope that that the crowd grows more of a love towards the melodic side of this genre again. You know, that's what I really hope for.
I kind of see it merging in some kind.
Yeah, there's definitely some like really raw tracks.
To be fair, for me, the merger actually was you. So when you kind of broke through, you had this really sort of like melodic sound and it's filthy kicks.
Yeah.
And no one, at least that I kind of had experience, like no one had really done that sort of thing. You had Sub-Zero Project that were doing the like a little bit more.
Yeah, but also that.
But like dark stuff.
Yeah, more dark. Whereas I found that your stuff was like a really, kind of a blend. So maybe we're going to see more of that in the coming year, you know?
I feel like the last like melodic. Like after Together We Grow, like everything went like into the harder. Like you know, that year 2022.
Yeah.
I think that was like the last melodic hit, like mainstream hit we got. And then after that, everything went to like
when we look at next year's anthem maker, D-Star.
Yeah.
To me, he's one of the examples that takes the best of both worlds and makes it totally into his own stuff. And I like the way that I like the way how that's evolving. I like taking the different genres and put them together.
Yeah, but that's where the most creativity comes from, right?
Yeah,
you know,
it does.
Taking the best things from everywhere, blending it all together, creating something new, and
exactly
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, that's where new genres are being born, new artists, new songs. You know.
Yes, sir. Vertile, thank you for joining us. Can't wait what you have in store for us in the new year.
Thanks for having me, guys.
2026 is going to be awesome.
Through the creative process, there is always death and rebirth, and our man Wolv is no stranger to that. Pepijn from Frequencerz has started his new alias Wolv, and he is already taking the scene by storm. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. How you been?
Good.
It's the end of the year. What's the vibe like?
Strange, I think. Yeah, solo. So it's a new start, new end. Yeah.
That's it. So I think, you know, the whole show is about looking back on the past year, looking back at Defqon as well. But I think you've had a really, really, really big year. What do you think has been the most eventful thing that's happened for you this year?
Well, it was a roller coaster ride this year.
Yeah.
Frequencerz, they stopped. Wolv
was born.
Is born.
Okay, we were literally talking about this in the change room before, laughing.
My name is kind of difficult, but it is. Say it. Wolv. What?
Wolv. Okay, so when I read it the first time,
you have to explain it.
Yeah, explain it.
Okay, so when I read it the first time, I was like, Wolv, like as in wolves, like plural, like more than one wolf. But in the Netherlands, the V has this F sound.
Yeah.
So you were saying that it was like, oh, it's cool to have like a V in the name because it's just aesthetically pleasing, right? It looks cool. And I'm like,
it looks cool.
Wolv, is it Wolv or Wolf?
It's Wolv then.
It's Wolf.
Yeah.
All right, we're setting the record straight here, guys.
You taught me something new today.
You know, the people at home are like...
Nobody cares, nobody cares.
The name
Stupid girl, she just doesn't get it.
The name originated a little bit from Wolfpack. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So it just changed the F
to
a V, and then ta-da.
Away you go.
Of course, the end of the Frequencerz, how was that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult.
Big transition?
It was. I didn't expect it, but in the end also, it was kind of on the road, you know. I felt it somehow, also with Niels. So it wasn't like a big shock for me. But in the end, when you're quitting for after 20 years, it's still like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because you guys have been touring the world together.
Yeah,
for
we did everything. Everything,
Yeah.
And then it's gone, and so was kind of difficult for me, and for him as well, of course.
Yeah. It's a big adjustment, but I think, you know, once one good thing ends, it leaves space for something new to begin.
One door closes.
That's it.
And another one opens.
That's it. So talk us through, what is Wolv all about? What's the music all about? What are you trying to bring with your project?
I think I'm still Frequencerz in a sort of way.
Yeah.
And I love my sound. So I want to continue with my sound. The sound I grew up with, the sound people adore,
Yep.
So I want to continue with that sound. That's still my purpose for Wolv.
So it sounds less like a transformation, more like a continuation.
Sort of, yeah. I won't say it's, I'm keeping the same style because I'm evolving as well. I want to change my sound, like make it future-proof, you know? Keep evolving, keep trying new ideas. So I'm trying to keep the old Frequencerz soul to have in the tracks, but with a new kind of Wolv sound in it.
So why didn't you just keep the name?
Yeah, legal issues. I don't think we have the time.
Okay.
We don't have the time to get into the
maybe
legal
another time.
bullshit.
Do tell us.
Spill the tea.
The end of the year, all the skeletons coming out of the
That was
closet
not an
there.
option.
Nah, not
Okay.
No, but you know what? I think also when you have a project that was so successful, like Frequencerz was, sometimes it's nice to just leave it as it is. Leave it on a high, and you're like, we did that next. Let's cut it off and let's do something.
And for me as well, I'm starting all by myself now.
Yeah.
So it's my own project. It's not with someone else, but it's all by myself. So I want
Is
to
it
have like a fresh start with new ideas, and came up with a new name. So I thought, let's do this.
More pressure to be
A
alone?
lot of pressure,
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey,
But still,
diamonds are created under pressure, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
They are, apparently, with my geology degree over here that I have. Now, you have had heaps of releases this year. Well, you've had a decent amount of releases.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, if you include the Frequencerz tracks, yes.
yes. You've been busy is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You have been busy in the studio, non-stop.
Non-stop.
Now, tell us what are... If you could pick one track or maybe one or two tracks, what do you think represents your sound the best?
Okay, so I think my second release, I'm Q-Dance, stands for you.
Yep.
It represents my sound, my Wolv sound. In a way, that's also the track was meant for Frequencerz.
Okay.
It was in a transition when we decided to quit,
Yep.
and I had this track laying around, and it was in this period I didn't have a lot of motivation, because of the breakup and other stuff as well. So I was like, keep it on the downloads. Maybe one day I can finish it. And then my new act came, it's Flourish, and I decided to pick it up again and just finish it.
Nice.
So I'm so proud of this track. It's really the track I needed at that point to give me back my motivation and inspiration again.
Yeah.
So it's
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you also find that as well? Like as a producer, you kind of have these projects that sit around for a while?
Don't you dig into your old projects to find something like, oh, maybe you did like a melody 2 years ago.
Yeah, that you can just
and
take
then
from somewhere.
You found it again. You're like, oh, it's a cool melody. I can make a track out of it.
Actually, I have this old computer, like this Windows XP, which I produced on from 2008. Yeah, XP.
Oh, wow.
And
Old school?
actually, I'm doing like a documentary thing for my own project where I'm reviving this old computer and digging into the files of reusing something, because I did the essence, and the essence is, what is the essence of Hardstyle? Is everyone has a different opinion, but I think those older projects are a part of what is my essence, And long story short, I just booted up that computer and it worked, and I went into FL Studio, and then I turned off that computer, but the hard drive was like, it's rust in it.
Corrupted. So it was corrupted?
So everything went, when it booted up, it just went. So I have this project now that I had to revive this old hard drive, and I did so many stuff. I still have the files.
Yeah.
But I can't get into my projects anymore. But I do have all the bounces.
Okay.
Now, going back just quickly to Defqon, Pepijn, how was that experience for you? The set at the Magenta was wild, but I can imagine that, you had so many things going on. You also premiered Wolv at, at Defqon.
Yeah, that was
in the
a
blue.
day later, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of different sets going on. So how was your Defqon weekend in a whole?
The Magenta was like an emotional ride.
Yeah.
It was so packed.
Yeah.
It's fully packed. It was the last Defqon for Frequencerz as well.
Yeah, special one.
It was really special. Yeah, I think we did some main stages as well on Defqon. Also the anthem, of course.
Yep.
But I think this is the number one.
Yeah.
The number one.
That one just sealed it for you.
This one cannot be topped.
Yeah.
It was perfect. The vibe, the crowd, everything was perfect.
And what about closing off the weekend? The closing ceremony on Sunday, did it feel like that was a real proper farewell for you guys? Watching the Endshow and just saying, all right, closing ritual, this is it, it's done?
You should have given me like a 1 hour main stage. But no, this was, for me, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It had everything. Our latest hits, The Unknown was in it. Renegades, also felt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of tracks. It was, we're standing there with the torches in our hands. It was incredible.
I feel the emotion when you talk about it.
Yeah, it's still. Yeah. I almost cried. The last show. Yeah.
So does it feel like unfinished business still? No, do you?
For me personally, maybe. Maybe I'm not really done with hardstyle. I'm still loving the music. I'm still loving producing hardstyle as well. So for me, no, I can continue like whatever I want, when I want. I still want to make music. Still want to be involved in the hardstyle community. So for me, it's not finished yet. No.
And we're glad to see you still continuing and starting new projects and bringing something new and fresh to the scene, which is really exciting. Now, just to end off this little segment, what is the goal for 2026 for you? What are your hopes, your aspirations to start off the new year with?
Music-wise or?
Everything, just in general, in life, in music.
Everybody being happy, just living a happy life, enjoying life, enjoying the parties as much as we can, and make them cheaper. Ticket prices.
In this economy, mate, the ticket prices are wild these days. What can you say, you know?
Yeah, just enjoy life.
That's it. With everybody together. So we want to thank you so much for being here with us, chatting with us.
No, thank you.
And have a happy and safe new year. And we can't wait to see what the both of you guys are going to be bringing to 2026. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of nice, exciting things, good music. We can't wait. We can't wait for that.
Once again, thank you to both Wolv and Ecstatic for joining us here on The Wrap-Up. And we're going to continue our chat right here with a group of legendary artists coming up next.
Can you feel it? Today, we celebrate 25 years hardstyle music, y'all. This is who we are.
Now, we have to talk about how this year's Sunday at Defqon 1 shaped up to be arguably the best day of the Defqon 1 2025 weekend. I'm, of course, talking about the celebration of 25 years of hardstyle and Q-dance with the Defqon 1 legends. And here to attest to that, we welcome B-Front, Deepack, and, of course, Villain, who guided you through a 5-hour-long trip down memory lane. Now, my man, we've seen the footage. How did you manage and experience this extensive journey, 5 hours long?
Wow, I don't know. It just came out of, deep within. No, it's like, it was a privilege to host that. For me, hardstyle is like always has been a 25 years celebration from 2000 until now, and it was so great to see all those real legends on stage, even the older guys. What can I say? It's just a blessing.
How was it for you to go through all the tiers, all the stages or eras in hardstyle from the beginning to what it is now?
Yeah, goosebumps. I like I said, I fell in love with this music 25 years ago, and to hear all those tracks in the beginning, especially because you don't hear that too much anymore. For me, it's goosebumps again, and as well, I see the older guys on stage here, like Zani, Deepack.
Second time.
It's amazing.
The older guys, especially, right?
Older guys.
The older guys.
The older guys are here, all right. 3 times.
4 times now.
Yeah, it's so far away.
Lucky we've got a wide table,
yeah, we
otherwise
got a
there's
wide
going to be some
table.
conflict over here. I can feel it.
But thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
We're getting older, so yeah, it is what it is.
Unstoppable.
Bob, B-Front, you played a pivotal part during the show. I'm sure you have a few highlights. What was the biggest highlight for you?
I think doing Mysterious, you know, with everybody like screaming the melody.
Yeah.
And then if you have 60,000 people there, screaming that melody, that's insane, of course. And but I think the most beautiful thing was just to be a part of this 25-year journey, you know, with everybody there, like my legends, you know, when I was young. And I looked up to those guys, you know, they were on the same stage now.
Thank you.
And it was Zani. So
thanks, man.
Yeah. No, but it was really really special to be there, and again an honor to be part of this journey. Yeah.
We have a little clip of how special it was.
Special.
It was special, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's always
That's
special
crazy.
to do.
When you see that, what is the first thing that comes to?
Handsome guy. First thing.
Handsome, modest guy.
No, but you know, when you make a song and you never know how it's gonna evolve into something, of course. And yeah, if you make that kind of song that's part of this mix, and then 60,000 people know this melody, of course, it's not hard to not understand the melody, but. After it, I produced it in 2011. I released it in 2012. Yeah, and then now 13 years later, everybody still, does the trick. Does the classic. It's a classic. Yeah. So that's of course what Mike also said. Goosebumps, of course. I think that's
Now let's turn our attention to the older guys.
All right, we're doing the old counter now. We're at 5 now. I think it's 5.
Deepack.
Thanks, man.
Legends, welcome.
Yo, we all standing on shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Together with Luna, Zani, and Pavo, you were part of the first tier, the 2000-2005 era. What did you get back from the crowd when you performed those songs?
It was a little anticipation because we didn't know if it will hit with the younger crowd.
Yeah.
We were the first batch to go in.
Yeah.
And it went like crazy.
It went nuts.
It went nuts, yeah. And it's still like a privilege and honor to play with the guys. We play with the guys for 25 years or longer even.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see that we all, playing again on the stage.
And already the second time that you performed as a legend, right?
Yeah.
For you too.
I think I did it 3 times already.
Damn. There you go.
Because we had in 2017 we had the Legends mix thing.
Yeah, the big one, right? Yeah.
One. And 2023, 3.
All the years are starting to blend together.
With Randy and Adaro, I was Legends.
Yeah.
That was also really special because then, you know, then you were just, that was the Legends, you know.
Yeah.
So 3 times.
Wow,
Yeah.
crazy.
For us the second time, so.
Yeah.
So, hearing all these tracks, obviously all classics, doesn't matter what era. What was the song, and not a song of your own, but what was the song that really won you into Hardstyle?
Now, I think it's what was not a song for me, it was a CD. For the younger people, CD is like a round disc you can put in. But it was IDT Presents Dana. For me, that was a CD that opens my eyes, like, because I was already listening to trance music, hardcore, like Thunderdome. And I think Hardstyle for me, it's the blend between the beautifulness of trance and the hardness of hardcore.
I think we had a track on that CD, no?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think the remix.
100%, I think.
Or 100% also, yeah.
100% on the CD.
Yeah. So for the old guys,
We're up to 6 now.
Yeah.
6, yeah.
No, but for me that CD brought me into that. For me, that was the first time that I thought, okay, this is something like new. This is hardstyle.
Because what was it for you?
Yeah, what I said, it was a blend from, I think, hard house, hard trance, and that evolved into, because on that CD was also some jump stuff also, I think, on it.
Major Bryce.
Yeah,
Major Bryce.
All that kind of stuff. What is it? Yeah, for me, it's just an evolution of hard dance music, but then into, a little bit the best of everything together.
Okay.
A little bit of techno, a little bit of hardcore, a little bit of trance. And I think that blend into like hardstyle for me. So that's what's defined hardstyle for me, yeah.
How was it for you?
What, for me?
Yeah.
What, like, where?
What was the moment that you fell into it?
Fell in it? Well, I started out with UK hard house, Tom Harding.
Wow.
That's where I started getting to get a grip of hard dance. And then I think it was still in the download period. I don't know what it was.
Napster?
Yeah, something like that. It came along like a set of Dana at Climax. And this is...
and you had the Yoji B Mechanica also, that kind of sound,
epic.
you know.
That was...
Yeah, maybe a little bit later, but...
It was later, but that really thought like, what the fuck is this, you know? Like, and then we looked it up and we saw that every month, Dana and Pavo were closing down right here.
Right here where we're sitting.
Right here in Hemkade Zandam.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this is a legendary venue.
Yeah.
So
we never played here. It's the first time we're here.
No, yeah.
So we took the car, bought a ticket, and went to Club Tempo, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
That's where the magic happens.
And now you're an old guy.
No. You're the one of them.
Seven.
You're the old guy.
So what is the best era for you guys? You know, at the Legends show, we went through all the eras, but what is the best era for you guys?
For us?
Yeah.
2003, 2004.
And why is that?
Yeah, Hardstyle was coming up really fast. Instead of playing for a crowd for 200 people, we had Gelredome full.
Yeah.
So everyone was hooked on Hardstyle instant. So
when you look at Hardstyle today, as it is right now, how do you feel about it?
We love it. We love it. We've seen the whole evolution of Hardstyle, because from the beginning till now, and everybody asks us, you're the old guys, tell us, how do you feel? And we like it because the evolution is right.
Yeah.
You know, you got so many different stages of music now.
I think the only thing what changed now is that the audience is a little bit more separate.
Yeah.
I think let's say 10, 15 years ago, and maybe even longer, 20 years ago, there was only one crowd for that kind of music. And I think now they are a little bit...
A bit more segregation between all the subgenres.
But I think because also there are more subgenres now that...
But you're allowed to listen to everything, you know?
Of course, yes. It's also nothing bad, but I think that's the only
It doesn't really matter if you
case.
like hardcore techno, you can go to a hardstyle festival, you know. So it's okay. And in the beginning it was really you're a hardstyle or you're nothing else. So that has changed maybe.
Do you think in the early days, that like in 2000, 2004 kind of thing, in that period, that it would have blossomed 20 years later into this kind of worldwide phenomenon?
No.
Or do you think it was going to be just like, we've got this group of really passionate fans, it's going to kind of continue on there and maybe keep to that sort of
This
same
big
sound?
as it is now, we never could imagine that it... Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah,
with
and
the
also-
merchandise, with the big stages, with the people coming from all over the world.
Yeah. Tattoos, everything. People are completely
It's like
in this lifestyle.
dedicated.
It must be really beautiful for you guys, especially that you guys have seen the birth of hardstyle. You were there from the very beginning
and build it
and helped to build it. But now you're still in it, and you still keep players, and you still get to experience
for
it.
every day.
Yeah.
I thank everyone for this every day, because it's crazy to see that we still play together.
Yeah.
And with these guys,
Yeah, and that you guys still all enjoy it like it's the beginning, you know?
If you don't enjoy it, stop.
Yeah.
No doubt.
We still have the same energy that we have in 2003.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we have to stop.
Yeah.
And we're still friends, of course.
That's it.
That's the most important.
That's the most important
It
thing.
is, but that's
because
also,
we're a
I
duo.
think that's also such a difficult thing too. Like we were discussing it earlier in the show, like there's so many duos that kind of get together and then they split off and then they do their own thing and whatever. But I think it's a real testament to like what you guys have created together.
I think we're the only ones left.
Pretty good for some old guys.
And that's 9.
And that's 9. Let's go to 10. Please.
Going back to the 25 years of Hardstyle and Q-Dance celebration, at the end of it, every legend came on stage. You were there, and a whole bunch of other legends.
Yeah.
How was that moment for you guys?
It's always great to see, huh?
Yeah, it was epic, and especially after the first legend well, the artists you met in between, she will grow, and together in as one.
Yeah, they bring new legends, of course. So the newer guys became legends. I think the title legend is a bit difficult to say.
Yeah.
For yourself, maybe, or for another guy. Okay, no, some guys are saying, I'm so proud to be a legend right now. I said, of course.
You're like, you're not there yet.
No.
Are there like different? There's different tiers of legends. It's like we got the OG legends, then we got the old school legends, then we got
that would be a great one. No, sorry, man. Maybe in 2 years.
Yeah.
No, it's great to see that.
So if you're looking at the new tier of artists, right? Who's an artist that you really are like looking at like, oh wow?
Wow, yeah. They're not the beginners, but Sub-Zero project is really good. We like them. Deepack, we like them because there are legends beyond legends, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are some new guys.
I only have old.
You only have old?
I only have old.
You're not looking at the new guys?
Yeah, of course I did. But for me, when I always look back at the period that Hardstyle touched me in a way that I thought like, wow, what is this? And there was one person that did that. It reminded me like inspired me like in so many ways, and it's Lady Donna. Like she was like the key in everything. So for me, it's always like always looking back and giving props to, like I said, the ones that really built.
Yeah, but not only the hardstyle stuff she did, but also the hardcore stuff.
Of course. But for me, it was when she, turned into to Donna and
transitioned. Yeah.
Let's look at some guys who helped build this.
Wow. Okay.
You got that right, baby. 25 years. As the saga still continues.
The noughties are over, and still there's no catch. We come back to play.
Together!
It's time
for the rematch.
It's like 5 hours of history.
Absolutely.
And Hardstyle's getting older, so the history is getting bigger.
Yeah.
And when you see this, it's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Because you had a speech during these 5 hours about how Hardstyle is 25 years old now, and who could have imagined that it would be and last this long?
Yeah, but it's true, like
it's really true.
Yeah, I think, for instance, if you look at trance music or something, that had a big peak in the Chesto, Ferry Corsten, Armin van Buuren period, and trance has a big fan base, but it doesn't have the big.
The passion?
No, but the big festivals anymore, like back in the days.
Yeah.
So we can be very blessed that that in Hardstyle we still have those big events, and we can still do big
And a
things.
dedicated audience, huh?
Of course, but trance had a dedicated audience as well.
Yeah.
You know? So, but less the bigger events. So yeah, we're blessed that we can still do
I
it.
think also you have so many people in the scene, so many artists that are still so passionate about the music, passionate about the scene, passionate about the events. And I think when you have that many people that are passionate about one thing in such a small space, nobody wants to let it die. Because we realize right now, like this is the best there is. You know, we're living the best years. No, absolutely not. But when you have so many artists that are just like, yeah, we're in this, we live this, we breathe this. You have something like the hardstyle scene, what it is today. At least that's from my experience.
We gotta give props to Q-Dance for that as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very key that you need to have an organization behind the music that has a soul, that knows the history, that is not afraid
that created the history,
not afraid to do stuff, to do certain things, and I think that's a blessing as well.
But also, I want to give a big shout out to the tribe, man.
Of course, of course.
No, none of us would be anywhere without them.
The passion, the dedication,
you have a DJ
commitment.
without a crowd. It's nothing.
No.
Yeah, but it's insane. If you look at other scenes and you look at what we have as a people in our scene.
True.
Yeah.
True.
With that said, while we have you guys here, let's move on from talking about the legends and yesteryear and talk about a very, very special hour that happens on the Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a highlight for so many people around the world.
Well, thank you.
The Power Hour. Now, it's not just an hour. There's so much that goes into it. I had a chance to look at the documentary behind it, the making of, and
I saw it yesterday.
It's crazy,
It's
right?
crazy, yeah.
So with that said, it's also going to be on the Q-Dance YouTube to get a behind-the-scenes view of what goes into the madness of the Power Hour. So let's grab a little bit of a clip to see what you guys have in store, how this all works.
Ook die nieuws. Tijdcode loopt. Standby voor show.
Ben jij klaar ook voor de toren? Nog 1 minuut!
Let's go!
Het is gewoon in een brainstorm ontstaan op kantoor. Een brainstorm van een nieuw moment op de dag.
Oké jongens, we zijn klaar voor de repetities. We gaan de muziek starten.
Power Hour 2014, dat is niet meer te vergelijken met hoe het nu is. Het is echt geëvalueerd.
Als je bedenkt wat er voor tijd in een uur gaat, het is absurd.
Wie verzint dit soort dingen?
Oké, wat komt erop, wat gaat er af?
Wist hij weer? De show gaat beginnen.
Komen er toch nog marketers bij?
Jullie moeten eruit komen te zien als deze plaatjes en niet anders.
Als jij 1 foutje maakt, dan ligt gewoon een hele show omver.
Ja, schat, het is Power Hour.
Ik zit meer gewoon heel even te denken over de logistiek. Een half huis hoog.
1 run, vlekkeloos, work your magic. Dit is echt een race tegen de klok.
Vanaf de UG is een stroomopgang.
Als het publiek erbij is, dan is het gewoon nog zoveel zieker.
Power Hour vlag in publiek, go!
Die zaterdag bouwt helemaal op daar naartoe.
Laat zien wie je bent en wat je kan. Als je klaar bent, ga! Aan de kant!
Leef dit echt, ik vind het echt vet. En dan is het gewoon go. En dat maakt dit een van de meest unieke shows die er is.
Sick.
Wild. Power Hour is the best.
Oh, it's such an intense moment. It's so crazy.
It was my first time. I had a little bit in Power Hour this time.
Well, your first time, but for these veterans, it was your 10th.
Hey, that's a better one, the veterans.
Really?
I like that better.
Veterans. Veteran legends.
We're not going to up the counter, right?
Oh, we can up that, like old veterans.
The old veterans.
No,
thanks.
I tried.
Come on. We've got to show some respect.
A decade of Power Hour, 10 years you've been doing it. How would you describe the evolution? Like, the first one, like, did you think that it would blossom into this, like, magnificent spectacle with helicopters, people on fire and all that sort of thing? Did you think it was going to go that way? Or, like, what did you feel like when Q-Dance first approached you for the first one?
Yeah, of course, they came with this idea. And at first it was just like, okay, we want to do this idea with music and fun and blah, 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 and try to get a cool mix that is constantly busy.
No DJ?
No DJ, of course, and just 2 guys that go in and entertain the crowd. And
It was.
That's how we basically started. Yeah, really small, intimate, actually, and
1 hour mix and just do your thing.
Yeah, just
2
do
microphones.
your thing. And then the ideas came.
Unscripted though, unscripted.
Unscripted. Yeah.
The first one was unscripted.
The stage was going was down.
Yeah.
And it was just a pathway, and then it went up.
Yeah.
And they had the lights on, power hour.
Yeah.
That was the first time, and it just was like.
Yeah, because they came with the idea. Because sometimes I did in my normal shows, like I did stuff with crowds, activations, and they said, yeah, we want to put that all inside this mix. So if you can, just put everything that you can do with, crowd activations, and let's put it inside. And
but there was less talk about the characters we are doing.
Yeah. It was still not shaped how it is now. But
not shaped at all.
But the ingredients were there. Like we want to all those fun stuff that you normally do throughout the whole day. We want to pack that in an hour.
In an hour, yeah.
And that's how we basically started.
And what would you say made like this year's, like the decade's worth of Power Hour different to say other editions? What made it unique? Is there something that made it unique?
Then the first one?
Well, just in general, like how this year compared to say last year's or the year before.
Yeah, every year they trying
more people.
We are trying
more people on stage
to get it
more
crazier,
dancers.
more fun, more epic. It's a difficult task for the boys.
I think every year it's unique, right? Like
of course, but every year everybody is trying to make it better.
Well, but
bigger.
it's hard as well because.
Of course.
10 years, we did so much, and at some point...
Yeah, where's the limit?
Exactly.
Is there
a
ceiling?
Can you get better than what we had this year?
I still want to have 2 lions on stage, like real lions.
Real lions?
That'd be crazy.
Real lions.
Elephants.
Elephants, lions, giraffe.
Elephants, lions, same, whatever.
No, but it's I think this year as well, we need to... they needed to cut out some stuff and to make some room for other stuff. So sometimes that now is the hard decision because there's so much happening, and to control that a little bit.
Do you like where the direction it's going into?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love the fact that we have real dancers on stage now. Not just dancers, but
Shout
real
out to the dancers.
Yeah,
that's so tight. The rehearsal that they went through, you see it in the documentary, how many hours they put in
that's insane.
for the hour.
Big shout out to the ladies.
I tell them every year, you're the fucking shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love that 2 worlds come together like that. Like our world with them.
2 worlds, I think maybe 100 worlds.
The backstage. Okay, so that was my first experience being backstage during Power Hour.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, wow.
And I was like this against the wall, and there's people coming
It's
through,
like a
dancers
pandemonium.
running, shirts are coming off.
Organized chaos.
There's an inflatable car coming through the back, and I'm just like, wow, never in my life experienced something like that. It's amazing.
And crazy enough, everybody is on time.
Everyone's on time. Yeah, you have this big screen
Except for the banana.
The banana.
Banana was
For real.
It was you.
No, it wasn't me. No, this time. But
The banana was not on time. Yeah.
Shout out to the banana. He looks so sad. You see it in the documentary. It's just
it can happen. It can happen. It can happen. Yeah.
Performance issues. 1 in 5 men. Look, with that said. You mentioned that you wanted to see some lions up on stage, but let's ask the veterans, is there anything on your bucket list, something that hasn't been done yet in Power Hour?
Or that you really want to do?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
but
I don't spill the tea.
No, but I don't know if we can say that.
No.
Because we want to...
Because you actually want to do it?
No, we want to do it.
Actually do
we were talking about this for many years already.
Skydiving.
No, I wait.
No.
I'm not gonna. They're not gonna throw me out of an airplane now.
And every year it's like a no. It's too much of a hassle, too much to organize. It's too hard to.
We have some ideas that didn't.
Yeah, surely there's something.
No, but
this would be cool.
I think if I say it, then there's no you know,
But
surprise
say it,
anymore.
speak it into existence.
Manifest.
No, but he's got to do that behind closed doors, because if he tells everybody, then they're going to expect it. Write it down. Just for us.
Okay, so
we're curious.
Yeah.
Villain, you don't want to spoil it just in case it does happen.
Absolutely.
But maybe over here.
No.
It's just between
I'm not gonna,
you and me and the
I'm not
camera
going to
over there.
say it.
No.
Because when it does happen, you spoil it.
We have many.
Yeah.
We still have many ideas, but Q-Dance are like, it's not possible. What? It's Power Hour. Come on.
And then a month later, you get the call. Okay, so we organize.
Well, for some ideas, in the past, yes, you know, they always told like, it's not possible, and then, this year we're gonna do it, you know.
Yeah,
So.
Do you guys have like a favorite moment in Power Hour where you think that was the coolest thing I've ever done, or the coolest thing I've ever seen?
Yeah, when the sorbing ball is not inflated yet. That's my favorite one.
Oh, the sorbing ball?
Yeah, but if it's not inflated.
When it's not inflated.
Not inflated. That's our I don't know. Probably we tried it so many times, and I think we only did it twice.
Twice or three times.
That's when you guys are rolling on top of it.
But it's always too late.
He is rolling.
No, but it's always too
But
late.
you've never
The
done
guys
it.
always start
I'm
too
not
late
gonna
inflating it.
No, I'm not doing it.
No, that gives them a claustrophobia.
I've done it before.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
no.
You're out there and then you're at the mercy of the crowd whether you go back
And
or
there's
not.
somebody who has to say, bring Mike back! Bring Mike back! So it's okay.
The funny thing is that Power Hour was never really my thing, but you guys make me, like it more each year. So maybe I join you guys next year somewhere.
Oh, it's manifesting. Nice.
No.
In 10 years.
No.
It takes him a really long time, so he's still not into Defqon camping. We've been trying for years. He's not into that, so
No,
maybe
but
after
I can
a
relate
couple
to that.
years.
We saw him on Sunday Funday outfits.
I can relate to that.
True.
Sunday Funday?
Yeah, you
you've
wore a
dressed up
Sunday
before.
Funday outfit.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
The
You're
ice
growing
is
as a
spiking.
person.
You see?
You're
I'm
evolving.
evolving.
So maybe we're going to see him on Power Hour next time.
All right.
One of the essential ingredients, one of the essential moments that's now become synonymous with Power Hour is the left-right. This time, things were a little bit different. There was an up, down, left, right, and everything. How do you feel about starting Power Hour this time with left-right as opposed to maybe later on in the
I think it was
in the
cool
show?
to do because every year, of course, we have a call with Q-Dance.
Yeah,
Power Hour.
sure.
What are we gonna do? So every year we have like a team. One time we had the opposite of the crowd.
That's
when
right.
we came up,
Yeah.
when you guys said turn around, guys. That was also cool because then you had all the faces and the stage, of course. This year to start with, it was also special because nobody expected to start with. Because you see people halfway, they're like, okay, the moment is coming, but when it's coming, they don't know, of course. So it's always a big surprise. But to start this year with it was a little bit chaotic because the dancers were there and we were like sitting in this time bomb thing to go out. But when you stand there with Zani and Deviate, it's really special to see so much people jumping left, right. And what's also really cool, I think it's always the first movie that goes viral from Defqon. It's the left, right always.
Yeah, it's iconic, really.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Genuinely iconic.
And I think even other scenes and big artists stole a little bit the idea to, and now you see it worldwide, everybody's jumping left, right.
Yeah.
But I think we are still the OGs with
The pioneers.
this
the pioneers.
left, right.
That's it.
Did you ever think that was going to happen when you first wrote the track?
No, because the track was just a funny bootleg I made with Raoul. That's it. And it evolved in something, through this. So just only the left, right. In the beginning, it was only the arms. So we started only with waving.
Yeah.
And now it's jumping. So, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows when the samples start, everybody's like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
And you don't know how, what, or...
Definitely an iconic moment in Power Hour. And the funny thing is, and you guys can attest to that,
you don't like it.
I didn't really like Power Hour.
Surprise.
But you guys make me, every year, I like it a little more. So maybe.
Come on, man.
Maybe.
10 years of waiting and it didn't like it. I don't
like a crazy costume, throw him out on the stage and it'll be fine.
Banana.
Yeah.
Banana.
I don't want to be the sad banana.
Why not?
No.
We put you on stage for 1 hour in a banana suit.
No.
It's no problem.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Put him in a sorbet bowl.
In the sorbet bowl.
Yeah, you need to put him in a little cage where he can't
can
get
do
out.
that.
So he's just going to keep going like
But he's
this.
sitting like
Let's do 2 sorbet balls.
Yeah.
A sorbet ball race.
I want to thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Just want you guys to know that we appreciate you, and we hope to see you next year. Now,
Absolutely.
we have to move on to our next guest. Most definitely a legend, hailing from the land down under.
That's where we're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who could it be?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see.
We've got Bioweapon in the house, aka Code Black and Audiofreq, the 2 musical prodigies who helped to shape the Australian hardstyle sound to what it has become today. Known for their bouncy, melodic sound and having an epic comeback this year, delivering classic hardstyle sounds from yesteryear with a little bit of today's modern production.
Wow.
Guys,
Quite
welcome.
an introduction.
Oh, I know.
I'm feeling good.
Are you feeling flattered, guys? Are you
So
feeling
much.
flattered? Now, you're both here. This is the first time I think that I've interviewed you, Sam.
Yeah.
You're on this side of the table now. How does it feel?
Well, I haven't really changed spots, so it doesn't feel that different.
Yeah.
But to answer questions instead of asking them is a bit strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've got some good things to talk about.
Oh, it's exciting times.
Now, we were just talking about the Legends show at Defqon, which was incredible. So many legends were honoured in that 5-hour spectacle. Corey, how was that for you?
Insane. You know, you don't get many opportunities to play on a red stage when it's completely rammed,
Yeah.
and also when the vibe is that high.
Yeah.
And you know, that's you got your power hours where it's that crazy, and you got your legends where it's that crazy. And to jump on stage and to play a couple of my hits, it's just indescribable. It's like crazy euphoria. Love it.
Insane. I was actually really lucky at that point in time for the whole Legend set. Thank you, Q-Dance. I got the afternoon off. I was in the relation. I watched the entire thing from start to finish. It was wild. I don't think I've ever seen the crowd that crazy. But you have performed Legends before. What made this one so special?
This one was bigger. I mean, the whole show was even longer. It was more impressive than the last time. And of course, it's been, I don't know how many years since the last one. So another touch up. It was just amazing to also play the Defqon anthem, which I didn't get to do last time. So that was also a great honor. It's just, the vibe is just growing every time.
Yeah.
It's also great to get the recognition.
Yeah, of course.
You know, because, you know, you guys have meant so much for hardstyle as a whole. So to be right up there with all of us.
Yeah.
It's surreal.
So many
Especially
legends.
where you guys,
So many legends.
Yeah, but you know, you guys have come from Australia, from humble beginnings. Sam, how was the Legends experience for you?
Oh, it was surreal, right? Because not only is it like being in front of so many people, like Corey said, where it's absolutely ram-packed, but to even be considered in that way, I don't think of myself that way, right? I mean, just beforehand, we were talking to Deepack and of course you guys, who for me are still heroes who established the genre and really pushed it forward into like essentially a kind of mainstream. And to be included in one of those, I felt very undeserving. Of course, happy to be there, but super surreal to be like counted amongst those people. I'm just a guy still in my head that is like a nerd that's geeking out with music. You know, it doesn't take a lot for me to think of the beginning days when we started our hardstyle journey.
Yeah.
You know, working in my parents' garage in this sort of spare room with a, you know, homemade PC, trying to figure out how this music even worked.
How the kicks work.
Yeah,
My God.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? You guys really helped to pioneer this Australian hardstyle sound. You along with, I think, Tone Shifters were the first two that really sort of broke through from Australia, especially Delete, may he rest easy. And honestly, like, that was such a big thing because no one had ever done it before. So talk us a little through, like, how were the early days? What inspired you from the Netherlands to kind of start this hardstyle journey in Australia?
Yeah, we were both producing UK hardcore, which was basically the continuation of Happy Hardcore.
Yeah.
And we had small successes in that space.
Yeah.
But it was a very small scene and it was very UK based and a little bit Australia. And I think we both started to hear more of the melodic side of hardstyle.
That's right.
appear, 2007, 2008, and we're like, this is amazing. It's still melodic, what we love.
Yeah.
But these sounds with these big kicks, like
fat, heavy
what the
kicks.
hell is this? So we decided like this, we want to make this. We love hard dance, so this was just perfect for us.
Absolutely. I'll never forget the first time being exposed to the more melodic side of hardstyle. Because I'd heard some of the kick and bass stuff from beforehand, like some of the early Zani stuff, some of the early Techno Boy stuff, and felt like it wasn't quite for me because it was a little bit darker, a little bit more monotone. But when I heard Headhunter's Power of the Mind 2007 Climax Anthem, my mind was blown. Yeah. Partially because of the cinematic element, which I'd never really heard in dance music beforehand, and then part of it, of course, was the level of production that was above and beyond anything that we'd heard and experienced with UK hardcore. And from that track, and then, of course, the Project One album, I was in. I'm like, I want to be a part of this. Yeah. Didn't have any idea of how big the scene was. It was just a fascination with the music and the production process. And from there, both of us sort of bounced off each other because there weren't that many producers in Australia in general. And that was
for any genre, not just hardstyle.
So that was our focus. We want to learn how to make this music. We want to be a part of this. And then you knew a little bit more about the scene than I did, diving into it and then seeing that it was also growing in Australia at the same time.
Yeah. So how has moving from Australia to Holland impacted your careers?
Oh, wow.
How much time do we have, guys?
We didn't consider a music career until we came here. So for us, it was just we're doing music and we're touring, but it wasn't really a career. It was sort of like a side thing.
And how was it coming here?
Yeah, well, look,
being in Holland.
I think the thing was, we always knew that we needed to move abroad to become successful. That was always something that was in the back of our mind. It was in the back of our mind for the UK hardcore stuff, and then it was for the hardstyle stuff. Just because of how far away Australia is, and how small the shows, especially back then, were. And to get success, you need to be amongst where the shows are. And flying that far is just, you can't do that every weekend. So we knew that as soon as we had the opportunity, we needed to come over here. And we did that tour in 2010. And then eventually moved. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to learn as you move here. It's a different country, different weather, different everything. But being amongst other peers that are doing this professionally, that helps so much. And I'm sure the younger guys that are coming through now in the last couple of years, Enderex, Diesel, I'm sure they're feeling the same right now. Being amongst it really makes it feel like it's a job, it's a real life thing.
Yeah, but you were there, right?
Yeah. So in the beginning, I met those guys already. So they lived in the same hometown as I was living. But the funny thing is, because you two said that you wouldn't want to learn this music and stuff. But what I noticed when they came to Holland, they were technically so good already. They knew everything. I think even more than as I knew as a producer. So it was so cool to see those guys were like really like into this, creating this sound, you know? How is this kick made? They were like, it was almost a study from them, you know? Like with books and stuff and everything, YouTube.
I mean, that's where you guys met, right? You met in college studying audio engineering together, right? So yeah, they were really...
No, but I was really surprised like how good they already were in creating this sound, you know? When you hear something, you really wanted to know, okay, how do you create this? So that for me, that was fascinating to see you guys.
I think for both me and Sam, we were very focused on sound design and like technicalities and very technical stuff, and we still are today. And I mean, that kind of showed, but there was certain things when we switched from UK hardcore to hardstyle that we were like, how is that done? You know, there was a lot of new things to learn, whereas we had a lot of other stuff from the UK hardcore background, and we did some house, we did trance, we did so many projects together. So we had a lot of information and a lot of technical knowledge in that space, but like, especially in the very, very beginning in 2008 when we were starting, there's still a learning curve. And by the time we met you in like 2009, 10, we'd progressed a lot with the kicks and like the leads and all that kind of stuff, the screeches and whatever else, but
It was fun times.
Yes. It was good. You were when I first moved over as well, obviously we're all living in the house together and whatever, you were my first friend in this country. You were my first friend.
How's that for a full circle?
I know, right? And look at us, we're here, we're sitting, we're at Deepack.
Thank you.
Wild though, right?
No, but it was really, really fun times, you know, to introduce them for the first time, for example, a Capsule and like a nice
all the Dutch food.
Cuisine, you know, like this.
You used to come over, you guys were playing PlayStation, we'd eat dinner together, you'd go home because you lived like 5 minutes away, and it's like, it's just crazy. Like all these kind of little starting.
First time snow,
you know?
I remember.
Yeah,
first time snow.
First time snow experience.
Wow.
In my
together?
flip-flops, maybe. Yeah. Remember
Never
those
seen
days?
snow.
Never seen
Crazy.
snow.
That's crazy.
Good times. Now, this year for you guys was quite interesting, quite special musically coming out of the studio. You had an album, Time Capsule, which, from what I saw, literally broke the internet when that thing launched because people were not expecting it. It was very new. Talk a little bit about what Time Capsule was. Are you guys creating a new movement with this sort of sound from yesteryear wrapped in a new jacket?
I mean, we didn't go out with the intention to create a new movement, but from the feedback online and seeing other people be inspired by that, it's definitely headed in that kind of a direction. I definitely hope it continues to grow momentum because there, in my opinion, there is something special about the era that we tried to capture with Time Capsule, which is somewhere between like 2006-ish to 2013, where hardstyle was definitely less extreme. Not saying that I don't enjoy extreme music. I mean, I do Hardcore Confessions of the Black for crying out loud, right?
You're used to extreme.
Exactly. I've worked with a bunch of people that are, you know, living on the yellow stage. So it's not that I don't like that, but more that for me, there's something really, really magical about that time period. And when we were going backwards and forwards about whether we were going to continue to make new music or not, one of the things that we decided early on in the process was not to update Bioweapon to the modern sound. Of course, approach the music with modern production techniques to make it sound crisp, to make sure that the songs are competitive, because a lot of the older music, you know, takes some stuff from like 2007, 2008. The production is not as impactful as modern production. Part of it is just like people developing their skills and whatnot. So we wanted to really give the fans what they expected from what Bioweapon represents.
It's pretty easy because we ended the project at one point in 2011.
Yeah.
So we just want to continue kind of where we left off and encapsulate that old sound.
Yeah. And the title speaks for itself. Time Capsule, the whole concept was, what would it be like if somebody went up to their parents' attic and then they dug up a CD that they've never seen before, but it was from that era. It said Bioweapon is from, say, 2011. What would that hardstyle sound like? We wanted it to be a literal musical time capsule.
Yeah.
And what we found was there was such an enormous amount of support and response for that. It really feels like that we touched a nerve in a good way.
So much so that we want to continue doing a couple of albums over the next couple of years.
And that's what we're going to do. We're gonna do doing another one next year.
I've heard not one album. I've heard that there's more albums.
We've got a few plans.
A few.
We've got a plan.
Yeah. So busy days in the studio then.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. But we just it's cool to see that there is such a hunger and an appetite for that flavor of hardstyle. I'm not saying that new is bad and we should always stick to this, and this is the correct formula. Not at all. I've always been a big fan of variety, so it's really cool to see that there's an appetite for the sounds of yesteryear, but then with modern sort of production.
Yeah. And now final sort of breakdown. It's the end of the year. Where do you see Bioweapon going in 2026? What's the goal? What's the dream?
I'll let you answer that one.
Well, hopefully these albums are going to continue on the trajectory that we kind of had over this last year, which was a surprise to us. We'd never expected it to go this well.
Yeah.
And we already got like quite a few awesome things that we can't mention locked in. So we already know that
Why is everybody at this table not saying shit?
Because this is the wrap-up, not the kickoff.
Exactly.
At the kickoff, that's where we spill the tea.
All right, we're going to hold you to that then. We want to drop those Easter eggs then, so.
Yeah. Exactly, but we've got good things coming up. We've got some awesome bookings. We want to start a record label for this sound specifically, which I think is a good thing. And that's about all I can say, but it's looking to be a packed year.
Nice, exciting, really big plans, guys. Thank you so much. Also, big thank you to Villain, B-Front. Thanks for being here and involved in all of the chats today.
Thanks.
It's insane.
Yeah, thank you. Good input, huh?
Yeah. You know what?
It's good to reminisce. It's the wrap-up.
That is.
That came out of the nothing.
It came out of the nothing. That's B-Front's beautiful catchphrase. Now, Villain, Code Black, B-Front, thank you so much. Sam, you got to stay here.
That's it, I'm locked in.
And I think it's time to bring out our next guest. So there's not a lot of people who can say that they were born into hardstyle, but I think our next guest, Digital Madness, can claim that one. Our youngest hardstyle artist that has already fired up stages and he is growing exponentially. Let's bring him in.
Alle artiesten hebben een bandje. Daarmee kunnen ze backstage, achter het podium dus.
Hoe voel je je?
Zenuwachtig? Ja.
Ja?
Heel zenuwachtig, ja.
Niet zo gek. Digital Madness, de artiestennaam van Jason, gaat optreden op het grootste hardstyle festival van de wereld. Hier komen 100.000 mensen van over de hele wereld om 4 dagen lang keihard te feesten.
Ja. En ik sta daar gewoon.
En je bent hier niet als bezoeker.
Ik ben hier als artiest.
Digital Madness, thank you so much for being here today. We just saw an incredible little piece, you playing at Defqon. Insane. You're not even old enough to be at Defqon. How does it feel to be the youngest person to ever perform there?
Well, it's pretty unbelievable. And yeah, I could have never imagined it.
What was the experience like?
Really nervous.
Yeah,
Really nerve-wracking.
beforehand, like really scared to jump on stage.
I even had a little panic attack
Yeah.
before.
Really?
Yeah.
But you pushed through.
Yeah, I
You
did.
did. I mean, the footage that we just saw, you're fist pumping, you're going for it. Your parents are there supporting you. Like, I think maybe something like that helps to carry you through, right? You got a good support team behind you.
Yeah.
Now, it's quite interesting, you know, you're so young, you're so talented, you're playing a festival like Defqon, like that's almost unheard of. So that's a really, really big thing. And we heard that your parents are also into hardstyle. Is that one of the reasons that maybe you decided, hey, I really want to be a DJ?
No, not at all.
No? What was the reason why? What got you into it? What got you inspired?
Well, I really loved music since I was really young.
Yeah.
And my dad always used to play hardstyle in the car.
Okay.
What was he playing? Do you know? Like, do you remember some of the songs?
No.
No. Too early, I think. Yeah.
He still does.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
My mom used to. Well, she still does, but she listens to more diverse genres.
Yeah.
So, metal, heavy metal, just all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. I think that's really cool though. You know, I think then you were probably surrounded by music from a young age. It felt natural to you.
Yeah, I didn't start making hardstyle at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I really experimented with a lot of different styles.
Like?
Yeah. Well, the drum and bass, house,
My man.
hip hop.
So hip hop, my man.
Yeah, there you go. This is cool. Very cool.
What made you gravitate towards hardstyle?
Well, I felt like I could get the most emotions out of hardstyle.
Yeah. And what do you search for, you know, when you're playing a stage like Defqon and you have all these people in front of you and you think, okay, I've got to select the tracks to get them moving. Where do you start with that?
Well, I first tried to visualize the crowd and how they would react, but that's never guaranteed.
Yeah.
But I tried to get a slight visualization of the reactions they're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yo, I love this kid, man.
I know. I know. It's, you know what? It's really amazing because like we've had all of these legends in the scene that have sort of shaped the hardstyle scene, and we're sitting here with somebody that's the future of the hardstyle scene, which is super cool.
And not only that, you're talking about your music and your craft in such a profound and grown-up way. I really love that. If you look at the hardstyle scene now, and you look at the DJs that are, some are legends, some are coming up, what DJs are your heroes?
To be honest, I don't really have a hero. I really try to be myself.
Oh,
there you go. Nice. I love this.
With that said, though, when you're writing songs, like who are the artists that you take inspiration from? Because everybody takes inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, Headhunters.
Okay.
Like all the tracks, Vertile.
Yeah.
But like all the tracks of Vertile. So Before I Wake.
Okay.
Those tracks.
What do you like about it?
Well, it's a really good mix of melodic and hard. That's what I like.
And that's what you're looking for in your own?
Yeah.
All right.
But I try to keep it a lot melodic.
Okay.
And why is that?
Well, I feel like there's not enough melodic DJs now.
So would you like to see more of that?
Yeah.
Okay, and you are going to be one of them.
I hope so.
I think you are already.
We hope so too. I mean, you're already flying the flag high for this one, so this is insane to see. Now, for our viewers at home that maybe haven't seen a set of yours before, what would you describe your sound as? Who is Digital Madness? What does your sound represent?
Melodic music or euphoric music.
Yep.
With a sharp, raw edge.
Nice. I like it. That for me is my favorite blend. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And I want to see more of that. Looking towards the future, where do you see yourself in a couple of years? Do you have like a timeline of goals or things that you really want to say, yeah, I really want to do that by this point?
No.
No.
I just let things come in my way, and that's how it goes.
Yeah. Just take everything as they come in, be open to new experiences.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way. Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy to get too caught up in planning and ambition, then you sort of lose the magic of the moment. And being able to enjoy the ride is, I think, something that's super important in the life of an artist. So kudos to you.
Now, we do want to know, we're wrapping off the end of the year. It's the wrap-up. What do you think are your plans for 2026? Do you have anything that you're sort of working on, anything that is coming up in the new year? Do you have any gigs coming up? Anything planned or any places that you're like, I really want to play there?
Or maybe special collaborations. Maybe you've got like a bunch of really, really cool tracks that you maybe want to bundle or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I feel like he's got something and he doesn't want to tell it.
It's been an ongoing thing throughout the show, right?
The whole show, everyone's like, yeah, we're working on something, but we're not going to tell you guys.
Crazy.
So we're trying our best out here to extract all of the good information, but it's not gone. It's not gone, guys. But we are very, very excited to see what's coming up for you and to also be a part of watching your journey and watching you grow as an artist.
Thank you, Digital Madness, for joining us. It's been wonderful. Great to hear your stuff. We can't wait to see more of you next year, 2026.
Yep. Big things are coming for you, I think.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Defqon 1 is, of course, more than just the red. If there's one other area that plays a major part, it's the blue. Defqon's second biggest area and home of all raw sounds, from Friday until Sunday. Raw plays a big part at Defqon 1, and the blue is at the center of it all. Our next guest came, saw, and conquered Defqon 1's Raw area, or arena, the Saints and Chapter V. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Start off with the Saints. You guys had a massive year. Congratulations on that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yep, you kind of came from nowhere. It was like, whoa, okay, everywhere.
Actually, we think that this is...
this was your best year yet.
Yeah, this was our best year yet.
What made it special for you guys?
A lot of shows, meeting a lot of new people, doing whatever we want and whatever we like to do with the Holy Legion and everyone in our team and everyone around us. That was, for us to do this like a full-time job, was a big dream coming true.
Beautiful.
If you had to name one highlight. One highlight.
Easy one.
2025.
It's an easy one.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely
Defqon Gathering, Indigo.
Everyone thinks this is, but it's actually true. The Defqon Indigo Gathering was for us where everything came together and like we had the golden hour, backstage, a big vibe, and we still get the question so many times if the set will ever be released.
Oh, really?
And many people still send DMs like this was crazy and getting to know you, because for many people it was also the first time seeing us live.
Yeah.
And in that moment that it all came together. So
what because the gathering is always special.
Yeah.
There's a different kind of energy at the gathering for sure.
And it was the first time at the Indigo too, right?
True.
No, it was not our first time.
No, not for you, but
that they're gathering also.
Oh, it's also
yeah.
Oh, actually.
But let's check out another highlight.
Yeah, that was special.
It was goosebumps.
Yeah.
Brings back
There
memories.
you go.
Yeah, definitely.
So how was it to be sharing the stage with the Purge?
With Manu sharing the stage, it's nice, but we are not that kind of, to be honest, that kind of back-to-back people. We like to prepare the set by our own, to be very, very honest. But with Manu, we did a few back-to-backs.
Yeah.
And it's very fun, and yeah, we appreciate Manu a lot. So.
Yeah, but what I hear is that you're not really fans of doing back-to-backs.
No, the thing is, we're back-to-backs.
We like to tell a story during our sets, and it's more difficult when you're doing a back-to-back.
Yeah, you're always compromising and...
I'm just always trying to feel what people want to hear, and I can adjust, and that's more difficult when you have a back-to-back, because you cannot play the song that you want after that one, you know.
Yeah, but to be honest, this one was at the Blue.
I was about to say, because
this one was very special because we just released OG Raver.
Yeah.
And it's our biggest hit till date. I think so. And this was the first time we performed together after this hit. So we all lived up to the moment where OG Raver
it was really special.
Gave our career a real boost. So,
yeah. Because I saw the footage, it was insane.
It was. So in the end, it's something we will never forget, because OG Raver, will always be the track where it started for mainly like globally. The bookings globally.
It got you the recognition that you really fought for.
Yeah, especially in Germany and Australia, and we saw it even in the States. The OG Raver was like the almost most streamed track for us in the States. Was like our third country, and Spotify Wrapped, and so it really brought us some good things actually.
So how is that for you guys to see that the music that you made in your studio spread out globally and getting streamed, like you said, in the US and everywhere else in the world?
Yeah, somewhat unreal sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it's also not something where it's not that we on a daily basis think like, okay, our music is getting streamed globally. We see that people like the things that we also like to do. And that's the best part, that we can do whatever we want. What we really like and what makes us happy every day, and to share this with the Holy Legion and all these guys.
Listen, but you can't get excited.
Come on. You have to be excited. You're doing big things.
We can do what we...
No, it's more like...
We just played in front of a few thousand people. It's nothing, whatever.
It is, but that's also on my New Year's resolutions is
to
enjoy more of the things and not going on for. It really is actually, because it's going on to the next show, and we want to create a bigger show, better tracks, more. We want to create. We want to make it bigger than ever.
Yeah, of course.
Every year again, and
constantly.
Evolving the sound, evolving the Holy Madness. We want to build on something and make the big next step again and again and again and again. But indeed, we have to enjoy more, especially me, to enjoy more for what we're doing.
You have to appreciate it in the moment.
Yeah.
Hindsight is always a beautiful thing. You look back and you think, oh yeah, we did some really crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes in the moment, you just have to pinch yourself and be like, look at what we're doing right now, and just take it all in.
It's giving lots of energy. Maybe you can see it in our shows, but it's giving us lots of energy to see everyone enjoying it and being there with everyone. So yeah.
How's that for you guys? Chapter V, you had a great year.
Yeah, we had a great year. We we also at Defqon we had that like set with Vasto as well. Yeah. And we made like we're super eager to do something with that show because we made like a track specifically for Defqon at that point, and just playing that there live for the first time because you're working on that for so long, just gives that extra feeling, that enthusiastic feeling that you're waiting for the entire year already.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for both of us that it's definitely also our favorite festival of the entire year. And we kind of tried to make a track that was like specifically aimed at the feeling we get when we're at Defqon, when we're only like visitors and in the crowd and enjoying it with everybody. So there was a very special moment for us to play it there and also release it on Defqon Records later on in the year. So that's yeah, definitely something that's...
Well, we can check it out right now. This is what it looked like.
You are done! What the hell is that?
Crazy. You hear like the crowd going nuts. When you've worked so hard on a track like that for so long, you're preparing, you're waiting, you finally play it, and you hear a crowd response like that. What does that make you feel?
When we were making this track, we really didn't expect people to go this hard on it because we have that little hook in the track where everyone screams along with the siren.
Yeah.
It was more of us a joke, but...
Yeah, and to be clear, this track was a different track as the first one we were talking about. But this is definitely like our biggest track of this year, this one here. We definitely didn't expect it to be this big. Like, this is definitely our biggest track to date. And yeah, this year, every show we played it, we got a reaction like this with everyone doing the siren. And yeah, it's just super cool. After like 2 or 3 times we played it, it was already like this. So it didn't even take long to catch on. And yeah, super cool to see that a track can do this, and we released it like very early in this year, and people are still talking about it. With with how fast music is coming out in these times, every week there's 20 new releases. I think we can definitely appreciate that it's still being talked about. Yeah, that's really cool to see.
You guys are kind of, what'd you say? Merging the raw sound with the hard techno, kind of pioneering that, right?
No, you're that's correct. Like if we look back at the label we were on, like Spoontech, it was always like that little niche in the genre. Didn't really get any headlines, of course, but lately because hard techno is also switching a lot, and they also started playing a lot of raw tracks and stuff like that. You can just see, because we already have that little underground feeling, and all these deep gated kicks that you expect of Spoontech, but also techno these days. It just merges really well. There's barely any barrier in between anymore.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we didn't really intentionally switch to like hard techno-y stuff. But the thing that Spoontech was doing, and we are always doing already, just is really close to that. Yeah. Like also with the mainstream hardstyle sound right now is like full of gated kicks and stuff like that. I think the Spoontech sound and the Chapter 5 sound has never been closer to, what's popular than what it is now. Because like back in the day, it was like the very small underdog that nobody really got except like a very small group of people. And now, it's really cool to see the growth.
Do you still feel that there are 2 completely different genres, or like hard techno and raw hardstyle?
Not really. Like already this year, we played at quite a few techno events.
How's that?
As like the hardstyle artist.
Yeah, how's that?
The vibe is a bit different.
It is different, but I think it's also fun. Totally different dance.
It's cool though. Like, it's really cool to be like welcomed by a completely different scene and just do our thing there, because it's not like we play super different. Like, sure, we might take a few hard techno tracks in the set, but still we can just do our thing like we always do, and we're still like appreciated there. So it's really cool to see that we can do our thing in like 2 different scenes and still, you know, it's really our thing, you know?
Yeah, but both worlds are great in its own way, because if we look at techno, we sometimes try to get these really experimental tracks as well. But then if you look at when we were playing at Defqon, we also pick out a few of the melodic tracks because we love to do both. So it's great that we can also vary in that.
Yeah, keep it diverse as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I think for you guys as, you know, as producers, as DJs, it's also fun, you know? Not to just constantly be in a box and rinse and repeat, do the same thing. Get inspiration from other people and from other genres. And
you hit the nail on the head there. Like, if there's one thing we don't want to do is put ourselves in a little box. Like only do super dark tracks or only do super happy tracks. Like we do everything, and that's what we always done since the beginning. And yeah, we're really happy to have like fans who appreciate that, who also like very like
because you guys gained a great following.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Also for you guys are like, you know, you're kind of part of the new wave in hardstyle, I think. And catering to the younger crowd.
Yeah. The TikTok crowd, you mean?
Well,
Gen Z.
yeah, we don't want to.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, we don't want to say TikTok crowd.
But it's on your paper. Right?
Don't zoom out. No.
But how is that for you?
Yeah, we love to make content on TikTok, and we love the new generation. They are full of energy. They are not so full of judgment.
They're not prejudiced.
And that's something we...
Here we go.
Yeah, we hear a lot. I mean, they don't even know what Reddit is. And...
Probably for the best.
Yeah,
There's some real nasty things on there on
Keep it
Reddit,
that way.
you know?
We just opened Reddit a few hours ago, and
You're like, no, I'm never opening that again.
yeah, you know, people like to love to judge, and I hope in the end, you know, in the end of the day, I hope that people can focus on what they really want to do and what they like to do and where they get energy from and positivity from, and to spread positivity instead of judging all the time and spending their time wasteful on putting things on Reddit. Also, also other artists and things like, yeah.
Do you ever feel you need to react?
Sometimes I think like today we actually wanted to react like here is a new bootleg because they all commented about the shitty music we make.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, we're like, let's just drop things
keep it to ourselves.
But we want to keep it to ourselves. No, because we also don't like, I don't even have Reddit by myself. It's like someone sent me a link and I couldn't even open it because I don't have the app and I don't have an account on Reddit. But we like to keep things to ourselves because we always learn to focus on the things we do. We never were part of a group or anything.
Yeah. Do you guys feel the same way?
Honestly, I mean, there's of course some crowd that doesn't like the new generation of music within hardstyle, and I mean, I think it's always good that there are some people for everything. You know, you have people that like the new sound, you have people that like the old sound. But in my opinion, like how it used to be, everyone was just enjoying, and I think that if people start to enjoy more and think less about all the different genres, that maybe people would also just enjoy the festivals more.
Yeah.
They like to judge more than...
Just focus on the thing you actually like.
It's not gonna happen.
Because
but
what you said,
Wishful thinking.
you were also saying like back in the days it was it never was, it's always been the same. There were always people.
It was also different because back in the days it wasn't that much of a like,
social media wasn't that thing.
Not that big.
No, it was,
and you also have like people release a lot of music nowadays, and back in the days it was like one track maybe a month or 2 months. So you didn't like get overloaded by music.
It's also just easier to shit on stuff. That's
easy.
That's why you always see a lot more of it.
That's it. And with social media, everyone has a platform and everybody has a voice and they want to put that opinion out there. But I think as an artist, you have to stay true to your creativity, to yourself, and just you know?
In just a few moments, it's going to be time to reveal the top 100 hardstyle tracks for 2025. Ravers and Ravettes, drop your track of what you think is going to be the top one for 2025. But let's rewind and see the video of what was the #1 track from last year in 2024.
Before we start this off, we gotta hand something to you. Okay. Because you made it to the #1 spot in the Q-Dance Hardstyle Top 100 yet again.
Really?
Yes. There you go, sir.
So after the wrap-up, you have the honor and privilege of hosting the Hardstyle Top 100, showing the 100 best tracks of 2025. But before we do, how about we give the people at home a little sneak peek? Who has the most entries?
I did my research. Let's start off with Sub-Zero Project, got 7 tracks in the Q-Dance Hardstyle Top 100.
Not bad.
Vertile, 8 tracks.
Okay.
All right.
D-Block and Estefan, 9 tracks.
Impressive.
We're climbing.
Very impressive.
But the absolute top dogs, Sound Rush and Rebellion, both got 10 tracks in the Q-Dance Hardstyle Top 100.
So between them, that's 20% of the Hardstyle Top 100.
When you think about it, that's crazy.
That is wild.
That's wild.
That is absolutely wild.
And here's what the boys had to say.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Sound Rush. I want to say a huge thank you for voting Stay With Me on #4 in the Hardstyle Top 100 from Q-Dance. Crazy guys, thank you so much for the support, but also the other songs. We have 10 songs in this. In total, like crazy guys. Like your support, insane every year. And yeah, we can't wait to see you in 2026 again. Yes, so much love for your dedication, and we will see you next year.
What's up guys, Rebellion here. We just want to say a big thank you to all you guys that voted for us in the Q-Dance Top 100.
We have 10 tracks in the top 100 with the highest one being Aliens and Acid at number 10, so thank you very much. We're already cooking new music for next year, so we will see you in 2026.
Thank you once again guys. See you next year.
But I'm not done yet. For Best Album, 8 tracks of Rebellion's Beyond the Horizon.
Wow.
And the highest newcomer this year, D-Charts, Azor at 27.
Wow, our Red Race winner charting high.
Nice.
This year in the Hardstyle Top 100 for 2025. All this and more coming right up after the wrap-up.
Now, before we sign off, we end the show with some practical information. For those who still don't have their Defqon 1 ticket, make sure to grab it before it's too late. Friday tickets are still available, but selling fast, so grab them now.
And weekend tickets are selling fast as always. And with Sunday and Saturday already sold out, this is your gateway to experience Power Hour, the Endshow, the closing ceremony, and of course, the gathering.
Already have your ticket, but want to upgrade your experience? The exclusive Red Experience returns this year. Now, you two have already experienced it themselves, and this is how it went down.
You can enjoy Defqon 1 in the regular way,
or you can upgrade to the Red Experience. Let's check it out. Where you can have the best seats in the house at Defqon.
when you level up to the Red Experience.
Seeing all the best acts on the mighty Red.
It will take your Defqon 1 to the next level. The Red Experience, right here, Defqon 1 2025.
Free food and drinks. Don't mind if I do.
And that's what you call the full Red Experience.
Oh my God. Yes, let's go. Look at this service.
You gotta love it, man. They're playing
Oh
Elvis.
my goodness. We're at the Red. This is the ultimate Red Experience.
This is actually quite nice. I can get used to this. So there you have it. The Red Experience.
The Red Experience. Cheers.
Cheers. Now, it's interesting, right? Head over to Defqon.1 for more information on this incredible upgrade.
And of course, if you want to have the full weekend in comfort, go for a travel and stay package. Also available as an upgrade for weekend warriors who already have a ticket.
Thanks everyone for watching, and Happy New Year to those that are already in 2026. Hello to the future. But don't go anywhere, stay tuned for the big reveal of the Q-Dance Hardstyle Top 100 right here on YouTube. I'm Audiofreq.
I'm Stephanie Magic.
My name is Z-Life, and thanks for tuning in to the wrap-up. But don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the top 100 of your favorite hardstyle tracks of 2025. Salute.
Cheers. Happy 2026.
Happy New Year.